Hello, welcome, oh magpie, welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be talking you through a bit of my meal prep and things like that. I've got a few things in the oven already because I filmed them previously, which if this video isn't too long, we're going to put them in. I'm going to try to put them in so you can see them, but if it is too long, then they're going to be in another video for next week. But I get asked constantly what I eat, so I thought I'd go through it as much as I can. The first thing I'm going to show you is my meal prep for my snacks. So basically, can you even see me? When it comes to prepping for like the week, we tend to always have a roast on a Sunday. Obviously that's why I'm marinating those, but I will always cook way more veg than what the two of us would need for the evening, because then we'll eat the leftovers in the week. So I probably won't chop all of these up, but I might just stick like a few sweet potatoes in the oven, and then I've got like baked sweet potato ready in the fridge for me just to grab. Some days I'll have like a jacket potato at like 11 for a snack, and I might have yogurt and peanut butter and berries on top, which if you haven't tried, don't knock before you try it. I really recommend it. Or just grab a sweet potato and eat it as a snack. Good before a lunchtime walk, that kind of thing, if you're going to eat after lunch. Or it's good to have a couple with some mince or something like that. Then same with potatoes, we just cook up a bunch, and parsnips, and then we just eat them in the week basically. It's pretty easy to do. Oh, and butternut squash. Look at the size of him. So with butternut squash, we actually love to split it in half and then take out the insides and then have it with mince. But this one is way too big to do that. So I'll probably cut maybe in half that way, use that much for roasting, and then we'll save the other halves for in the week. So I'll probably prep that. It tends to be a lot of like veggie prepping, but we buy like a lot of the rice packets and we eat quite a bit of pasta. So I don't know if I've shown you up here yet. This is like my, hold up, let me see, can you see? So I store everything like this. We eat quite a bit of wholemeal pasta and quinoa, and I've got buckwheat up there as well, which we eat quite a bit of. So we kind of like prep the veggies and then we have those as like our carb source. We go for quite a bit of bread. Our favourite bread is this, the seeded bloomer from Lidl. It's only like 80p or something. Yeah, so I kind of like prep loads of different veg that we can then just grab, because I feel like veg is often like the thing that you can't really be bothered to do. And then we have things like pesto. That's a red pesto. I've got a green pesto in here as well. And a good go-to one of our meals is like chickpeas, roasted veg, pasta, and a shit ton of pesto. That's always like a bit of a winner. In the fridge, we have like a lot of our meat options, which tend to be, I don't know if you can see actually. Ooh, that's me. Like here, I don't really want to get them out because it's gonna make everything fall down, but we have like, this is like one of our favourite companies. We have like burgers, because we'll probably have burgers one night, which we'll have like, I'll make a coleslaw and we'll have like buns, burgers, coleslaw in it, and like vegan cheese. We have meatballs, which sometimes we'll have on toast. What else would we do that with? Like put it in some of our pasta, that kind of thing. We have the meatless farm mince. This is my favourite mince. This sounds disgusting, but I have actually eaten this raw before. Not like a full meal, but like I would actually like pick it off and eat, and it actually smells quite nice. It actually tastes quite good. Is that disgusting? Pretty disgusting. Anyway, that makes into like chilies, that kind of thing. And then we're a big fan of the Richmond meat-free sausages, which tend to at lunch, it's like a sausage sandwich for lunch. Then we also have free-from cheese. Now this, I don't know if this one is actually, yeah, it's coconut oil, made with coconut oil, which is actually pretty, oh, okay, you look like you've opened. So the tofu has opened a little bit, but we're big fans of tofu. We have that a lot with noodles and rice. If we're making like stir fries, we'll have that with rice. I have the Outpro little yogurt pots. We always have a dessert every single night. That's whether I make something like scones or flapjacks like I've shown you in this video, or it's like a yogurt, one of those yogurt pots. There's always something weird in here. This is our lentils soaking. I have lots of dry lentils up there, and you don't use them unless you soak them. Then we've got veggies, fruits. I have yogurt. I have yogurt. I tend to have like cereal or oats with some yogurt as like a snack, or I have that with my breakfast. In the mornings, fruit I tend to always have in the mornings. Don't really snack on fruit. It gives me like a bit of a sugar crash, so I tend to avoid that. My go-to snacks are things like oats, yogurt bowls, rice cakes and peanut butter, sweet potato, like actual veg, or like a bowl of veg, or like nuts, that kind of thing. What else do I have to say? All my energy balls. So this, how I make these is literally just raisins soaked, because I ran out of dates. So raisin soaked, cacao powder, bulk powders, banana caramel, protein, oats, peanut butter, and a splash of almond milk. Oh, and some vanilla flavour drops, blended and then rolled into balls. This one's quite old. He's been in there for quite a while. Oh, we always have lemon and limes as well. We've got really into having like lemon and lime in our water, or like a hot lemon and lime. I feel like I'm really, really close to you. So that's that really. Yeah, have like kale and stuff. Sometimes I have a smoothie. I've got quite into smoothies, so I just put like a shit ton of fruit, veg, peanut butter and protein in a smoothie. I'll insert a photo example here. And then in here, this is kind of like a bit of a nothing cupboard, but we use it quite a lot. So it's got like bits, all my overflows of my pots. So like we buy big bags of pasta, of the whole meal pasta, and not all of it can fit in the pot, so I'll leave the rest of it down here. Then we have, in here is like other little snacks, which I know you guys have asked me about. So it's like popcorn, OT biscuits that we might have. I've got protein sachets, these were gifted. A lot of my like gifted stuff will come, we kind of like leave it in this cupboard. True bars, which is a bit like a naked bar. Biscuits, there's more protein powders and stuff in there. We also have, don't judge us because we actually laugh at ourselves for having this, but we've got like a bit of a like sweetie jar with loads of different stuff in, which we'll probably have a little bit. This is, oh my Christ, this is such good chocolate. I'd actually go far. This and Hotel Chocolat, the nut milk baton. Oh no, they're called batons, but we call them batons. I don't really know why. It's kind of like an inside joke, which isn't actually that funny when you think about it. But this is literally our favourite chocolate ever in the whole world. It is incredible. You need to get some. Then we've got, Jim likes Twiglets. I'm not a big fan of Marmite. Christmas chocolate, fizzy sweets, a lot of that stuff. We don't really buy sweets and things like that, but we got it given it for Christmas, and it's still keeping us going strong. And then I also have my birthday coming at the end of the week, so there's a high chance we'll be getting some of that. But yeah, we don't tend to buy, we would buy chocolate and keep that in the cupboard, and we just have like a bit of that every day. But other than that, like we don't really, because we eat such big meals, and then my snacks are still like in recovery, like they're still quite, like I wouldn't just have like a couple of sweets or a bit of chocolate as a snack. I would make a bowl of something, if that makes sense. And then I guess like the only other cupboard to show you really is this cupboard, which is our cereal and protein cupboard. So we both take protein. We've actually started making Jim his own one, which I don't really want to share the recipe because we're really proud of it, and it's kind of something that I kind of want to develop. But anyway, we use a mixture of bulk protein and my protein or other vegan ones, and then there's cereal like bran flakes, Weetabix, that kind of thing in there. And that's about it really of what I eat. I think I've covered it, haven't I? That's kind of like my kitchen, I guess. If you want like a little rundown of meals, well then you've seen what I kind of prep, or I've spoken about what I prep, but breakfast tends to be the same every day really. I have protein, oats, and loads of toppings like peanut butter, chia seeds, nuts, sometimes apple on top, always frozen berries on top. Just a variety of different. Then at around 11 I'll have a snack, whether that's like the OT biscuits or that's like a, oh sorry, I've got food down me. Do you like this top, by the way? You can buy it on my website if you want. That's such a shameless plug, isn't it? It says my chakras are aligned. Or I'll have like one of the little snacks that I've made, or what else? Yeah, rice cakes, crisps, that kind of thing. Sweet potato, any leftover veg. Lunchtime tends to be either leftovers from dinner or things like I said, like sausages on toast, or like a Buddha bowl, which is like rice, vegetables, and one of our like meat-free meals. And then at like mid-afternoon I'll probably 100% eat something else. I can't go all afternoon. And if you're recovering from HA, then you're encouraged to kind of eat regularly as well. And then we'll have a dinner and a dessert. What I tend to always do as well is make sure I'm spreading my food out across the day. So I know that well, what I used to do is kind of like, it sounds bad, but like starve myself in the day and then have a big meal in the evening. Whereas to help with our hormones, Rini, when I worked with her, she recommended that you distribute your food out throughout the day. Does that make sense? So you're not just saving all your calories for the evening, you're eating. Another thing as well is like things like my energy balls or the flapjack things, I'll have as soon as I wake up if I know I'm not going to have breakfast. So sometimes I'll wake up and go for a walk straight away, which if that's the case, I take either an energy ball, like a biscuit, or like a flapjacky thing with me. So I'm not then going to walk on a fasted stomach. Just need to get my flapjack out. So these are my, that's hot. Okay, you are hot. So this, hold up, I don't know how to show you. These are my little flapjacky bites, and this is the jam, so we're going to have that with scones, which I'll show you once I've plated up, and then I'll just pot up the leftovers. My scones are at the back here, slightly overdone, but let's not talk about that. And my nice cream is in the fridge. So I feel like I've shown you everything. Is this a really long video? I might have to split it up, because if this is a really long video, what I'm gonna have to do is save the recipes for a next time. So I've realised I have blabbled for so long, and actually I wanted to kind of feature in all of these recipes that I've been talking about and showing you them, but it seems like I've blabbled for so long. So check back in a couple, I'm gonna put it in a separate video. This will be part 1 and then another part 2, and then you can see all the recipes in that. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's not too wishy-washy and you kind of get something out of it. If you would like to see more of like what I eat in a day, that kind of thing, as much as I don't recommend anyone following it, this is obviously all up to me, then comment below, magpie, comment below, and I'll see what I can do.